hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, for a Patreon cast for the week of October the 12th, 2023. It's going to be light. It's going to be Jaedong on Polypoid. Bottom right, it is Jaedong. And in the top left, it is Light. Two insanely good players here for your entertainment today for the Patreon game of the week. Woof! Does it get better than this? I submit to you, it does not, especially if you are a TVZ fan. And if you're not a TVZ fan, maybe you clicked on this because you're just a Jaedong fan or a Light fan or a Falcon Paladin fan or a StarCraft fan. All fans are welcome here. Steve the SCV moving out. We got a hallucinated Kikaru inside the fog of war and a hallucinated Ursadon. What's up, man? Looking blue. Ah! He exploded. Oh, it's a proxy opening. Oh, we are so lucky. We are so lucky to see a proxy opening here on a giant 4-player map. Is Jaedong going to go for the hatch first? He might. It's a 4-player map. He might. I'm looking at this mineral count increasing. I'm looking at this pool. I'm looking at no spawning pool. And I'm saying hatch first, baby. All right. What do we got here? Oh, sorry. Now spazzed out on me there. We're back. Yep, hatch first. Okay, now the question is, can Light find Jaedong? He's not really looking, which I'm surprised by. Usually there's another SCV hunting for the Zerg player if you're proxying like this. I mean, so he's going the wrong way. He's going to see this Overlord, and he's going to know Zerg player is not here. So immediately turning around. Good job. Drone scouting out to see what's going on, and Marine maybe pick a direction? I don't know. There's nothing that Jaedong should be suspicious of at this point in time. He's just going to have to pull some drones when the Marines show up. This SCV scouting is not weird at all. Just a regular SCV. That's me. Oh, trying to block it. And then he's like, wait. What are you doing? You're building a bunker? Crap. Pull the drones. Pull them. Go. Get down here. Stop the bunker from coming up. Marines. Yes, not overcommitting. Drones are scary against unupgraded Marines. I mean, upgraded Marines, it's not scary, but these guys with no upgrades at all, kind of scary. This is lost mining time for Jaedong. Light knows that. Light knows the longer this threat exists. He's not even attacking this bunker. He's waiting for the Lings to come out. And then... yeah. Then... oh my gosh, do not let this bunker get up. Okay, Lings are here. Maybe even if the bunker finishes... oh, beautiful. The bunker doesn't even finish. Ah! Canceled bunker. Zergling chasing this Marine SCV in for the Scout 2. Sees no gas yet. Sees the timing on the gas. Exactly. And alright. Jaedong, man. Boss. A lot of lost mining time, but does have the second hatch to help keep up with the workers that were not created. And these Lings are out. And this is going to have to be a SCV Marine block back here, isn't it? Maybe a Vulture? He's got a Vulture in production. And oh, this timing on this Vulture is disgusting. Look at this. Bam. Lings show up. Vulture pops. How? How do you do it? God, it's so good. Okay, well, safety sunken just in case Light's going to try to throw good money after bad. Doesn't seem to be doing that. I mean, there's a Vulture out. So a sunken at the front's going to help get rid of that Vulture without a doubt. And another question is... ooh, fast starport. Is this Wraith opening? Dude. Light not feeling safe enough to expand down here. Understandable, sir. I get it. I do. Zerg player's going for a lair before metabolic boost. That's not weird. Another Vulture out. This cannot be Light trying to mech Jaedong. This, okay, so this is a Smurf tag, right? This is one that Jaedong has been using for a bit. And so part of me is like, I think Light knows. I think Light recognizes this pipe name that Jaedong's been using. It's not a straight up barcode, so it's a little more recognizable, but I don't know. Anyone could do a very similar name here. I think he's taking it seriously. He's going spider mines and he's making a wraith, because of course he is. There's no other reason. A science facility? You don't make a starport this early unless it's for wraith. This isn't a dropship. Is this a... This cannot possibly be a battle cruiser. That'd be the dumbest thing. A battle cruiser opening? No. But is he rushing science vessels? That doesn't really make sense either. Like, 2-port wraith, yes. I understand 2-port wraith. Hydras are out to deal with the vultures. And, I mean, they're going to be great against this wraith, too. Hydra is going to be great altogether. Yeah, that overlord dies to a wraith. He knows what's up. Okay, so science facility exists. Help me. Help me, Light. What are you doing? Control tower, fine. Science vessel? Yeah, okay. It's a 6-minute science vessel. To detect lurkers? To have fast irradiate, maybe. He's just barely got a second gas going. You can't make science vessels and get irradiate, and it's just too much. It is just too much. What is this opening? I don't like it for Light, not at all. But sure, science vessels are good. I mean, science vessels are the key to this matchup if you're going SK Terran. This wraith is doing all right for itself. Gonna get 2 kills. 2 kills is good. Supply blocking Jaedong is also super good. Yeah, it's irradiate. It's a 7-minute irradiate play after a proxy Rax bunker opening. 6 mutas coming in, not surprised. What they're going to be surprised about, though, is the fact that irradiate will be done by the time they show up at the enemy base. Well, close. Depends on how fast they fly over here. If they're going to take a roundabout way, it might take a second. We need to wipe out this vulture first, so we can get a third base. Does sound nice, honestly. Ooh, that drone took a hit. And then we're going to head up this way. Maybe try to get this wraith who has 3 kills now. 3 overlords, not bad. First 7 minutes. Huh. So yeah, irradiate's done. Look at this. Ready for the irradiate. Jaedong's like, wait, what? How? What's happening? He splits poorly, loses a couple more mutas than he needed to, including the one that got irradiated, and has to back out. He's like, what? How is irradiate done? Got a good scout though on the barracks. He knows it's not mech, despite the vultures on the opening and the spider mines. It's going to be SK Terran with a little bit of vulture support with spider mines, which we talk about we should see more often, but we don't. We don't really see it as much as probably we should. It's just good. Because the Zerg player is going to be going for Lings and Ultras and stuff to try to counter your SK Terran, and what's really good against Lings and Ultras is spider mines. There's really, really cost-effective units. So, if, you know, just the one factory, keep making vultures. Throw spider mines down in all sorts of places. At the very least, it'll slow down Zerg advances of some kind, because they have to bring overlords with them. Maybe a couple hydras to pick the spider mines out of the ground. Maybe sacrificing some lings to kill spider mines. Either way, definitely slowing down. So it's good. Meanwhile, Jaedong's like, well, I guess I'll get a hive then. If you're going to get super fast irradiate, I'm going to get super fast plague and dark storm. How do you like them apples? I don't think Light likes them very much. But he kind of started this escalation, right? Sure did. So Muta's got nothing done. They kill the Wraith. I think the Wraith might have actually died. Is it hiding? Sometimes Wraiths and Corsairs and stuff hide, but not seeing it. Yeah, so the Wraith got wiped out, but I mean, what? Got 3 Overlord kills, maybe even 4. Ooh, that Zergling took a Spider Mine hit and didn't die. That is some value on that Zergling. Infinite value, perhaps even. Lurkers coming in, Defiler Mountain on the way, Adrenal, Stim, +1 infantry attack, Fire Bats added into the mix. This is just a speed running to late game TVZ play from both these players. This is interesting. This is literally just, we're getting Adrenal at 10 minutes. We're getting Fire Bats. We already have a Radiate at 10 minutes. Let's go. I mean, upgrades are not keeping up because upgrades just take forever. It's 0-0 on the Marines. The Lings have 0-0. I mean, the Hydras. Aw. The Hydras, the Lurkers have 0. I'm going to guess 0-0. Burrow, you fools. You have to burrow. Above ground Lurkers are bad. And burrow time. There it is. Yeah. This is funny. So 0-0 except, oh, picking off those Fire Bats and those tanks is good. Yeah, +1 attack is done on the infantry. Muta, Scourge on a Science Vessel, but every Muta dies, and there are still 3 Science Vessels. And the Siege tanks stay alive. The Science Vessels are radiating a rate because they've been being produced for a few minutes now. They have more energy than they normally would during this first attack. This is so crazy. This is an RJB replay. Be sure to check him out. YouTube.com/@RJB_TV. Oh man, these Lurkers are getting obliterated. The Siege tanks are just doing what Siege tanks do, man. And guess what these are? These are, oh, +1 Carapace, Adrenalings. No connections on the Scourge. Not today. Lings considering coming down the ramp, but also maybe that's death. Maybe we Dark Swarm down the ramp. Oh, look at the oh, good surround on that tank, though. Adrenalings with 0 attack. Not the worst units in the game. Good. Not as good as 3 attack Science Vessel down. A little bit careless there was Light. Radiates up. Man, Scourge connections are just... Oh, I lied. Jinxed it. Science Vessel down. Okay, so Light, again, a little more careless than I think Terran fans want him to be here. Especially against Jaedong because the Science Vessels are key. They are key to defeating the Zerg player when you are making a lot of Marines and Fire Bats and Medics and stuff. The more Science Vessels you have, the better it is. That's why everybody watches Flash play SK Terran and they're like, man, it's unstoppable, it's unbeatable, it's so good. Like, you know what Flash does? He keeps his Science Vessels alive. So at the 25-minute mark of his games, he's got 16 Science Vessels, and he's irradiating every Ultra as they come out of the eggs. It's crazy. Okay, it's not, I mean, it's not that insane. But, like, every Ultra that crosses the 1/3 portion of the map, he's like, irradiate, 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 irradiate. I still have, you know, 17 more irradiates because I've got so many Science Vessels. And other Terrans are like, oh, I play SK Terran and I lose. And it's like, that's because your Science Vessels are dying. Okay, not those ones. Plague-oo! Catching all of a Marine and a Fire Bat. I mean, hey. It's not a bad Plague-oo. We'll allow it. So at 13 minutes, it's a bit of a weird game. It's a 3-basing Zerg player with Plague, Dark Swarm, Adrenalings, all sorts of tier 3 stuff. But no 4th base. And then, ow, friendly fire Spider Mine hits are never good. They always hurt. They hurt where your soul is. Plague, ooh, I was going to say it's a whiff, but it caught a Science Vessel. It's good. And a 2-basing Terran on tier 3, who's just now starting his 3rd base. No, I lied. He's got a 3rd base landing now. So fine, 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 fine. Yeah, I mean, this is Science Vessels. This is Radiate. This is Siege Tanks. This is Fire Bats. This is Light. We're just going to skip right into tier 3. We're going to skip into late game TVZ, Jaedong. How do you feel about this? And Jaedong's like, that's cool. I like late game TVZ. Dark Swarm and Plague are great. Is he going to get an Ultralisk Cavern? That would be the thing I'm looking for here. But without a 4th base, it's just a little hard to afford Ultralisks when you have 200 gas in the bank. You know, they're chunky boys. They're tanky. They're worth the gas, but it's a lot of gas. 4th base coming up, 12 o'clock. Good Dark Swarm there. Man, you know what movie I just rewatched for the first time in like a decade? Serenity. It's the movie that they made to kind of finish up Firefly after Fox canceled it in 2003 or whenever that was. Serenity came out in like 05 or 06 or something. Man, it holds up. is some of my favorite writing in all of movies. The story is good. The acting is good. The characters are lovable. This is why we make some Hydras to deal with the plague science vessels. Oh, maybe you don't leave your Dark Swarm, though, guys. Oh, gosh, it warm off. Run! Anyway, I just rewatched it with my sister today, and man, it holds up. I was worried. Ooh, science vessel down. Plague science vessels. Good targets for anything they can hit air. It holds up. I was worried. I was like, man, if I watch this again, I'm going to be like, oh, man, this is dated. This is not as good as I remember it being. Nah, man. It's great. It is great. It might be my favorite movie. All right. Hydra Lurker against Marine. This is not really what the Hydras are for. Is standing against big groups of stimmed Marines. Because they don't like that kind of a battle. Not with Lurker, not without Lurker support, not without Dark Swarm support, right? They're there to pick off, well, radiated science, or plagued science vessels. Radiated science vessels are fine. This top right area looking good. Fourth base is rolling, but it's a minerals-only base. This doesn't help the goal of getting into Ultralisks if you're a Zerg fan right now. And Jaedong is not getting into Ultralisks. I don't know about this. I do not know about this from Jaedong. This Hydra thing. I mean, look, we've seen Zerg players win with it. It's kind of current meta. But at the same time... Okay, fine. That's another science vessel down. Another one down. Like, every science vessel that dies to these Hydras, it's harder for me to be like, I don't know about this Hydra thing, everyone. It's like, okay, science vessels are dying. It can't be bad. Nice plague there, too. But economically, it's looking pretty good for Light. He's on 4 bases. The Zerg player's on 4 bases. He's up 50 supply. Well, 40 supply. Still a lot. The Zerg player doesn't have the gas to make any Ultralisks. So all the other pieces are here, right? Adrenalings, Lurkers, Defilers. I guess the Hydras are the Ultras in this example, right? The Hydras are the late game. They're the piece that needs to make this comp work, right? Man, how overpowered would it be if Defilers could consume critters? That would be hilarious. You think they'd be able to? Ah! Hydras run! Too many Marines! They've got 3-1 now. +3 just finished up. Scourge. No, good Scourge. Sometimes Scourge chase and die in that situation. Hey, surprise. It's Lurkers up this ramp. Come on, Light. You knew there were Lurkers up here. Give me a break. Nice irradiate. Run, science vessel. Oh, escaped. Scourge pulling back. 5th base coming up right side from Jaedong. And what looks like trying to set up a 5th base in the top right here is Light. I like it. I like it a lot. Scourge, no. Hydras, no. Dark Swarm, yes. The Lings are at no attack upgrades because we've been prioritizing Hydralisk upgrades. They're at +1 attack, working on +2. Actually, melee attack is on the way. Now that the Carapace upgrade is done for the ground, Jaedong can work on both melee attack upgrades and missile attack upgrades at the same time on the 2 Evo chambers that he's got. That's good. As far as the Terran goes, he's working on infantry armor, vehicle attack. He's working on vehicle plating too. Big attack up a ramp into a lot of siege takes and bunkers. But there is Dark Swarm. And the Hydras are running outside of the Dark Swarm for reasons. But hey, tanks are dying, fire bats are inside bunkers trying to make stuff happen. That army getting chased away. Jaedong. Tank down. Base evacing. This is a big time get for Jaedong. Okay, Jaedong needed that. He's only down about 30 supply now, and he's just completely stopped. He's paused a base. That's what he needs. Light knocked down to 3 bases. He's going to try to get a 5th base here on the left side and clear this garbage out. And get his 4th base back. Really should be able to. 5 and 4 kill Lurkers, man. That's pretty good for a Lurker. Although, I don't know. All it really takes is like one great Lurker spine right through a group of Marines. Attack into the left side. Hey, remember that 5th base I was just talking about? It's dead. Or again, temporarily paused. Temporarily inconvenienced, because this command center is not going to die, so it's not dead. Lifting is a good mechanic. Because every Protoss is like, oh man, this army shows up and my base is dead. Well, I mean, nice plague there. I mean, you've got things like Psionic Storm and Reavers and stuff, so it's harder for a Zerg to bust it. Radiate, good irradiate. Science vessel count, relatively healthy at 6. It's not 18, but it's 6. Defensive Matrix Marine stimming up into this right side base. This is big for Light. Can he use the snipe? This irradiated. Oh, it's a lurker. Never mind. We're good. We're good. And see, this is a base dead. This is a lot of Hydra lurker. This is why the tank count is heavier than it usually is in a TVZ. Right side base dying. Dark Swarm up. Splash damage on tanks is still moderately effective inside that Dark Swarm, but Hydras have 2-3 upgrades. Tank count not high enough to obliterate them from distance. Science facility dying is huge. And this third base of Lights looks like it's in a lot of trouble. Fire Bats aren't doing jack against this. And that's another lifted command center. So the fourth base is back. The fifth base is not. The third base is running for Light. This bottom left base attempted to come up from Jaedong, but there's a command center already here. Both players are making a mad dash to try to both take it. This is crazy stuff, man. This third base of Jaedong. It's getting focused down. Everyone's plagued. No, can't get it. Not when you're plagued. Not when you're plagued. Lurkers got to the top of the ramp, and this bottom left is controlled by Jaedong, by the Dong here. Okay, so base dead right side for Jaedong, but the third base of Light is gone. The fifth base is gone. The fourth base is running. Top right base under construction for Light here. Can Lings bust up this ramp? Firebat puts in some work, gets 4 kills, does a lot of damage on the side beside it. Does Reza really not see this? He sees it. He knows there's a command center here and it's running. He's just kind of like, fine, you do what you want, man. You're a non-combatant. I can't kill you or I'll be breaking the Geneva Convention rules. List of war crimes. I don't know why there are medics here. Okay, they're dead. Rest in peace, medics. Okay, this bottom left fourth base of Jaedong is key for him winning this game. Oh gosh. Yeah, this base is toast. It was a nice idea, Light, but this top right base is dead. All of the SCVs are dead too. Run past the Dark Swarm lurkers. But Nidus exists. Zerg overpowered has Nidus. Oh gosh. Yeah, these SCVs just need to bring a break for it. They're not really doing that. That was big. This was absolutely impeccably important. I'm not even sure if that's the right English for Jaedong to save that fifth base of his and kill this fifth base or sixth base of Light. That's massive. He's trying to get this left side fourth base back. Or this is the fifth base. This is the sixth base. Whatever. Might go with just cardinal directions here. This is scraptastic, though. This is definitely a scrappy ZVT. And yeah, if anyone can make this Hydra Lurker Ling Defiler army work in a ZVT, it's gonna be Jaedong. He's done it before. We've seen him succeed and fail with it in the past. Again, thank RJB for the replay, man. And this is a Patreon cast. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month if you're watching this the week of October the 12th. 2023, October the 12th, this spooky month. Thank you so much for the support. I love you very much. You get to see this a month before anybody else does. And if you're watching this in November 2023 or later, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with Brood War content. Yeah. Okay, so Jaedong trying to push in here. Lings have upgrades, though. They only have +1. I thought they'd have +2 by now. Nope. And the Hydras don't have +3 attack either. Jaedong is not really prioritizing his attack or armor upgrades. The Marines are at 3-3. Not really surprised. Terrans usually aren't neglecting those. Tanks are at 2-1 as well. I mean, these are not 0-0 tanks, my friend. 4 tanks top of a ramp. Can Hydras make it up the ramp? Jaedong thinks they can. I mean, can they win the battle is the question, and the answer is no. Well, they killed some tanks. That's nice. Could be worse. Oh, man, it's too even. It's even on supply here. 160 to 160. Plagues all over the place. Siege tanks. Are there enough tanks to handle these Hydras? That's the question every Zerg player is asking themselves right now. Okay. Some tanks, yes, the Hydras can handle, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them with the upgrades they have, mind you. These are not 0-0 tanks. These are 2-1 tanks. It's dicey. Oh, Scourge. Wow. Scourge are like, where are your science vessels, bro? And actually, did all the science vessels die? Oh, well. How is that one not dead? How? Ah, Jaedong, why are you just sacking science vessels? Scourge, rather. Okay, if Light wins, it's because Jaedong just threw away like 10 Scourge for almost no value. And a Defiler, too. Yep, here we go. Swarmin' Norman here. I mean, Jaedong. This is looking really bad for Light. This tanks. This is how you handle tanks. Come at them from different angles. Have them firing in different directions, and then suddenly all your tanks are gone. Can he get up the ramp and kill this base is the larger question. The answer is kind of. Ow. These wings. Oh, gosh. Why are you running? We could have wiped this group out, guys. All right. Jaedong making some moderately questionable decisions. A drop. It's a drop in the main base. Light. Doing some work, but the left side base of Light has to lift again. He's like, I must get tons of value with this drop. I'm going to kill 2 drones and a spawning pool. But he's knocked down to 4 bases. He hasn't really done as much damage to Jaedong as I think he needed to. Light's up, 47 to 39 workers. Is this another drop? It's another drop. These guys get wiped out, but new drop. Who dis? More drones are dying. Light needed to do this if he was going to win this game. His harassment. Oh, he gets the hatch with fire bats. What? What? Absolutely bonkers. Okay. Okay, this game might just get epic tagged. If we're at 130 to 112 supply at 27 minutes. Scrap. This is scrappy. Nobody's very happy about this. 38 workers remain from Jaedong after those 2 drops. This base dying was big. This base coming up is also nice, though, for Jaedong. It was not the end of the world for our best Zerg player historically, is it? Is he the best Zerg player now? No, but man, best resume without a doubt. Is he going up a ramp into this? A lot of fire bats. Surprising number of fire bats here. Against a Hydra Lurker Ling army. I guess against the Lings, sure. Hydra's just getting free hits off on these science vessels. Light. He was busy casting D-Matrix, okay? Oh, these long... What are these SCVs doing up here? I'm giving this an epic tag. I cannot believe how good this game is. Plaguing a building. Look, I get so many questions from Zerg players like, why don't Zergs plague buildings? It's good. I agree with you. It is. Ooh, remember what I said? Lurkers only need 1 good to get those kills? Yeah. One of these Lurkers has those 15 kills. There we go. 15 kill Lurker. The 3rd base lifts off and runs for it. The drops were good, but were they good enough? I don't know. 44 to 45 workers. Jaedong's did a good job replenishing his lowered worker count. It's still not 60. Scourge, no. It is still not where he wants it to be. Defiler down. Hydra's fighting here. Light's macro has just been really, really good over the last couple minutes, despite the fact that his income has been so variable. Okay, this is huge. If he can get in here, no, he doesn't. He falls back. He wants his 5th base to be up and rolling. He wants to make sure that doesn't die again for the 2nd time today. He's going to toss down more irradiates. Yes, science vessels have died, but there are still a bunch remaining. Still enough. Still enough for Light to win this game. So he's trying to re-expand top right here. Might be able to pull that off. Jaedong not retaking this minerals only base or this right side 3 o'clock base either. I'm a little bit confused by that. I feel like they're open to him. Sure, there's a couple Marines, but that 3 o'clock should be wide open. I mean, retake this base or that base, and I think Jaedong is in a much better position. Plagues up the ramp. Dark Swarms the ramp. Another Dark Swarm before everybody dies. Maybe on the bunker, though. It doesn't matter. The bunker goes down. The Hydras inside the Dark Swarm are invulnerable to these Marines. This left side base is in a lot of trouble. More irradiates happening. Defilers are exploding thanks to irradiation damage all over the place. Hydras, what do they want to do? They want to get some of these SCVs for the guaranteed damage. But man, also sniping that command center would be big. This is something that late game Zerg players can't usually do, is snipe those command centers. A plague catches, I don't know, a medic and a science vessel. Hydra's just killing SCVs, man. That's what they're trying to do here. Oh, and now they're going after the command center. It's being repaired, though. Look at the battle of this. Battle of the health bar, and reinforcing units come back and save it. Very nice by Light. But then up the backside, Jaedong with the counter move. No Dark Swarms, just Lings and Lurker. There's a Dark Swarm. That's exactly what he needed. Jaedong has exactly what he needs when he needs it. And these Lings have attack upgrades. Yeah, they've got +1, no +2 on these Lings. I feel like that could be a problem for Jaedong long term, is not having attack upgrades on his Lings, because he is relying heavily on Lings. He has no cash. Light has no cash. Light's under 100 supply, but Jaedong's only at 109. This group gets wiped out, but the reestablishment of this left side 9 o'clock base of Light is successful. Yeah, Marines jumping in that Dark Swarm would be good, but he knew it was going to wear off, so he pulled back. Jaedong's up 110 to 87 supply, 50 workers. The macro in this game has been even more impressive because of how many workers have died and how many bases have been threatened and killed. This is insane. What a fantastic TVZ this is. Thank you, RJB, for the replay. The holding on. Light holding on left side. 9 o'clock base lives. Jaedong's still not taking this base or this base. He's mined out here, here, here. He's on 2 bases. Light's on 1 base. It's doable by Light. Oh, Lurker trap on the backside. Hydra stutter stepping forward. Lurker spines assisting. Medics down. GG. Light taps out, and Jaedong is our winner. In 32 minutes and 32 seconds. Holy cannoli. What a game. What a game. Jaedong is not economically on fire here. He has under 100 minerals in the bank. He's mining here, and he's mining here, and that's it. He is long distance mining for kind of a third base, and it's minerals only, no gas. He's at 114 supply, and he wins. It all came down to this. This base dying was huge. This base being under assault for so long and not really being a solid source of income for Light. Humongous. Just utterly and completely humongous. What a great back and forth, man. The drops killed so many drones. The spawning pool died. It got rebuilt down here. This base got killed by a drop and more drones died. Jaedong at one point was down to 30 workers past 20 minutes. Not happy, not healthy, but able to just perfectly balance making drones, making Lings, making Defilers, making Lurkers with perfect Dark Swarms, and, you know, as perfect as could be expected, Plagues. And he's able to get the win. Oh, that was bonkers. That is an epic tagged game, if ever there was one. And yeah, it's crazy, too, how the game just rushed up to late game TVZ. By 10 minutes, we had Plague and Dark Swarm and Science Vessels and Irradiate and Fire Bats and all sorts of stuff that we usually don't see until later in this matchup. And then it was just Tier 3 for 22 minutes. That's crazy. I still think Jaedong probably should have tried to retake this base, but maybe he was like, if I stop pressuring Light, he's going to come kill me. I need to be the one who knocks, right? I need to be one who's pressuring, and he did. The Hydras worked. I'm always skeptical about the Hydras, but they worked. They killed a ton of science vessels. They can hold their own against smaller groups of Marines cost for cost. They really threaten command centers away that Ling Ultra Defiler cannot. Right? Ling Ultra Defiler shows up, you lift the command center, and the Zerg's like, oh, well, we can't really stick around here, bye. And then they leave, and then you land it, and everything's cool. But Hydras are in the mix, and it's like, oh, now the command center is threatened. Now we can actually lose CCs to Zerg armies, which is not something you see with the Ultralisk, and a benefit of going Hydras instead. Just two of the greatest going at it. Somebody had to win, and this time it was the Dong, the one true Dong. 258,000 points, 240 in favor of Jaedong. Outproducing the Terran 900 to 500. Out killing the Zerg player 600 to 500. Like, it's just too close for comfort for a Terran player here. Look, 15 buildings raised by the Zerg. That is a high number against a Terran. Against Protoss less so, but against Terran, yeah. And then, yeah, outspent the Terran light here by 7,700 resources, but in 32 minutes, that's not usually enough. That is the ability to kill command centers right there. That is the ability to actually snipe down bases in a way that they are not easily replantable by the Terran. You can be way more cost efficient with your Hydras than you can with your Ultras when you're trying to slow down the economy of your enemy, and you don't need as much of an economic advantage to win. I mean, crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. Just, epic tag all the way down. That's it. What a great Patreon game for the week. All right, well, that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all / Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.